the main entrance of Mount Nebo. So now the directions: north, south, east, west. So north of Jordan is Syria. South of Jordan, Saudi Arabia and the Red Sea. East of Jordan, Iraq. West of Jordan, Israel and the Palestinian Authority. Northwest of Jordan, Lebanon. Southwest of Jordan, Egypt.
Wow, nice naman.
That means Moses and the children of Israel, they spent 40 years in the wilderness.
Oh yes.
When they came from Egypt to the Promised Land. So Egypt in Africa, but the other countries in Asia. That means the Red Sea in the southern part of Jordan, like my arm, if you remember.
Yeah.
This is the main branch, or the main sea. The northern part of the Red Sea, there are two branches. East branch is Aqaba city, opposite Eilat in South Israel. The other branch, west branch, is Suez Canal.
Suez Canal.
Gulf of Suez. That means that between the two branches of the Red Sea, there's a wilderness. Is the Sinai Peninsula. And the biblical name of Sinai Peninsula mentioned in the Bible as the wilderness of Zin, Z-I-N, and wilderness of Sin, S-I-N, which is Sinai Peninsula. That's why there is a holy mountain in Sinai is Mount Horeb. Mount Horeb, which is Mount Sinai, where Moses went up to Mount Sinai when he got the Ten Commandments. Then when they crossed Red Sea, they arrived to the land of Midian. Land of Midian in Saudi Arabia, Medina. When Ishmael lived there with Hagar, his mother. That's why, according to the Bible, Moses and the children of Israel killed the 5 kings of Midian, with the rest of those who were killed: Avi, Rekem, Zor, Hor, and Reba, in the land of Canaan. So Jacob came from Lebanon to Syria to Jordan. That's why when he arrived in the northern part of Jordan, there is a river, is Jabbok River, in the region of Gilead, north of Amman. So Jabbok River, mentioned in the Bible in the book of Genesis. When Jacob arrived there, he sent messengers before him to his brother Esau in the land of Seir, country of Edom. Seir, S-E-I-R. So what's the meaning of land of Seir? Seir in Hebrew language, Sa'ir. And the verb of Sa'ir, Sa'ar. In Arabic language, Sha'ur, and the verb of Sha'ur, Sha'ar. So Sha'ar and Sa'ar means hair. So land of Sa'ir means land of hairy. So Esau was hairy. Country of Edom means red because Esau, he was red hairy.
Like you.
That's why, like me, huh? I'm black hairy.
So you are Esau.
That's why Esau left Edom to Jabbok when he met his brother Jacob there. But when Jacob came from Lebanon, he had only 11 sons, not 12 sons. That's why when he met his brother there, Esau returned to the land of Seir, country of Edom, and Jacob continued to the land of Canaan. And he lived in Hebron, in Bethlehem. But before that, he lived in Sukkot, 3 months in Jordan Valley. When he crossed Jordan River to Bethlehem, Rachel, she bore Benjamin. Number 12, she died and she buried in Bethlehem there, in Ephrata, the biblical name. So when Moses crossed Red Sea, he sent messengers before him to his brother, or to the land of Edom. And they said to him, thus says your brother Israel. Israel was Jacob. And the king of Edom was Esau. So Esau and Jacob were brothers. That's why he said to him, thus says your brother Israel, saying, let me pass through your country, country of Edom, and we'll go along by the king's highway. But the king of Edom said to him, you shall not pass through my land. So the Edomites refused permission for Moses and the children of Israel to use the king's highway, and they moved from Mount Kadesh in the southern part of Jordan to Mount Hor in Petra. So Mount Hor overlooking to Wadi Arava, to Negev, and to Beersheba. So now there is Israeli settlements in Negev, and Beersheba is Arad settlement. So Arad, he was a Canaanite king. That means when Aaron died on the top of Mount Hor in Petra, King Arad, who dwelt in the south of Canaan, heard that Israel was coming. That's why he fought against the Israelites and took some of them prisoners. Then they moved back the way of the Red Sea. So the Israelites were complainers, and they said to Moses, we came from Egypt to die in the wilderness. Where Moses made the bronze serpents where he lifted up in the wilderness of Edom. Then they walk around the Edomite territory from the other side, and they arrive to Wadi Zared. Wadi Zared, which is Al-Hassa, on the desert highway now. And from the desert highway they moved and came to the other side to Arnon. So where is Arnon? On the King's Highway. So now we are on the King's Highway.
Okay.
King's Highway.
So Arnon, now east of Madaba is east of Mount Nebo is Madaba. South of Madaba is Mujib. Mujib is the Great Canyon, Jordanian Great Canyon. And the biblical name of Mujib was Arnon, A-R-N-O-N. So Arnon was the border between Moab and the Amorites.
Okay,
So north of Madaba, Hisban. So that town is Hisban. The city of Sihon, Heshbon. So north of Hisban, that's Amman, capital of Jordan, and that's the region of Gilead, Jabbok River. So when Moses arrived to the land of Amorites in Arnon, he sent messengers before him to Sihon, king of the Amorites. And they said to him, let me pass through your land, and we will go along by the King's Highway. But Sihon would not allow Israel to pass through his land. And he gathered all his people together, and he went out against Israel in the wilderness. Then Israel defeated him with the edge of the sword, and took all his land from Arnon south to the Jabbok north, as far as the people of Ammon. For the border of the people of Ammon was fortified. Then Moses gave to 2.5 tribes of the children of Israel to live in the land of the Amorites. So the tribe of Gad lived in Arnon, the border, Dibon, which is Diban, south of Madaba, and half of Medeba, which is Madaba. The second tribe was Reuben. Reuben, he lived in the second half of Medeba. Heshbon, which is Hisban now, the city of Sihon, king of the Amorites, and Pisgah. So where is Pisgah? This is Pisgah. So according to the Bible, in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 34, verse 1, the Lord said to Moses, go up to the Ibarim Mount Nebo on the top of Pisgah. Pisgah is the panoramic view of the promised land when the Lord showed Moses on the promised land.
Wow.
The largest tribe of the children of Israel was Manasseh. So Moses gave to the first half tribe of Manasseh to live in the region of Gilead. And the second half tribe of Manasseh continue with the young generation of the children of Israel to the promised land. So when the Lord said to Moses, go up to the Ibarim Mount Nebo, go up from where? From the valley. So they came from the east to here. That's why there is a valley now. So Moses, he struck the rocks when the water came out. When the Israelites so finally, when Moses arrived to the valley, that's the natural supply of water in that valley. That's why the natural supply of water feeds the whole green area. That's why there's a big tree over there, the super tree. Under the tree there is a cave. Under that tree there is a natural supply of water. It's Uyun Musa, Moses Springs. That means the Lord said to Moses, talk to the rock. When Moses, he struck the rock. Then the Lord said to Moses, go up from the valley, from there, to the top of Mount Nebo, here. So Nebo, N-E-B-O. Who was Nebo? Nebo before was Nebo, N-E-B-U. So Nebo was a Babylonian god, like Nebuchadnezzar. So this is the old name, the ancient name. But the biblical name of Nebo was Pisgah, means the summit. The panoramic view of the promised land. That's why now, even we are on the top of Mount Nebo, we cannot see the promised land from here.
Yeah.
So the promised land, west part of Mount Nebo, overlooking to the promised land. So now let's go now together.